Hey guys, just rolled up to Mount Carmel, Tennessee. Going to go over real quick about Kentucky Lake and how I caught them there. Had a good finish, finished 19th, and was really wanting to get in that top 12, but just couldn't get these big ones that last day. But Kentucky Lake, great fishery. You know, so many ledges there, you can't cover them all in 2.5 days. First time I've ever been there, didn't know anything about it, but that's my strength. That's the way I like to fish, and had a pretty good finish. But caught my fish 3 ways. Caught them dragging a worm, cranking, and on a Ben Parker spoon. The worm rig, this is a little Bass Pro like Magnum finesse worm. I was using it on an RNS football head and 16-pound sunline and a Orochi XX perfect pitch rod. So that was my setup for that. You know, dragging it real slow. Early in the morning, I couldn't really get anything going for some reason. Some people were catching them early, but I wasn't. So I would drag that early, catch a limit, you know, and then go working on some big ones. All right, the bulk of my weight at Kentucky Lake came cranking, and I caught a lot of them on the new prototype Mega Bass plug. I can't show you yet because it ain't come out yet, but it'll run. I know it'll run at least 27 foot on 12-pound test. It's going to be a killer when it comes out. So guys, look forward to that. Here's another lure I caught them on. This is the Mega Bass Deep 6. It's got a tight wiggle. If you haven't thrown it yet, you need to get you some. It's got a tight wiggle to it. It's got a real subtle rattle. It's not obnoxiously loud, so when a lot of those schools were already beat up by other plugs and other lures, I could throw that in there and get bit. It runs about 16, 18 foot, so check them out. Deep 6. Teamed that up on a Lose 541. Throws really well, but the key is that Orochi XX launcher. Best cranking stick I've used. I've used them a long time, guys. This is the way I like to fish, and I'll tell you, the launcher, they've got it right, especially with those plugs that run 15, 20 feet. This is the deal. So Mega Bass Orochi XX launcher, 12-pound test sunline on this plug. When I got to those bigger plugs, I didn't need them to really get deep, so I went up to 14-pound sunline. So if you haven't checked those out, Sunline Sniper, it's the deal. Best line out. Some other crankbaits I used with a Profound Z-Boss 25. Randy Haynes gave me this bait, told me to try it, and I'll tell you what, it works. Runs deep and it'll catch them. And if you've seen the video put out, some of the other fish I caught was on a Strike King 6XD. But I changed all the treble hooks out to the new tournament grade wire Yamakatsu treble hooks. Great treble hooks, don't lose fish. They're so easy to penetrate, super sharp. All right, the last way I'll talk about that I caught them is the big Ben Parker spoon. The dinner plate, the hubcap, call it what you want, this thing will catch them. I got key bites on it each day. Didn't catch a lot of fish, but the bites I got on it were key, and they were bigger bites, including a 6-1 I boat flopped the first day. Teamed that up on a Orochi XX Leviathan rod. Rod's absolutely perfect for throwing the big spoon. It's an 8-foot rod with a 10 power. Got a little bit of tip but a lot of backbone. It's what you need to throw something this big that weighs that much. And a key I'll tell you guys for doing this, if you get them stuck on this spoon, just keep them coming. You can't afford to let these things break water or fight very long, so if you get them coming, just boat flop them. And I teamed that up on some 20-pound test Sunline Sniper. Seemed to be the deal, really strong. Never lost any fish, never broke any off. Something probably not covered a lot is getting hung up. And I had that prototype crankbait that I'm dying to show you, but I can't show you because it ain't come out yet. But I got it hung up 2 or 3 times at Kentucky Lake because there's so many ropes, so many gill nets out there on that main channel locked up in those stumps. But a lure retriever is absolute must there. This is one I use. This is made by T&HMarine and down in Dayton, Tennessee. It's called the Golden Retriever. This thing will get them loose each time. It's got a little hook on it that helps you retrieve them, but I even got a Ben Parker spoon hook up and it got it loose. So if you're looking for one, the Golden Retriever, it's endorsed by Andy Morgan. Check them out. It's the real deal. Got it rigged up on a little rod and reel here from Brent Hoskins and Chuck Hoskins and Straw Plains. So I keep that on there. When I'm hung up, I roll it down there and get them loose. Golden Retriever, check it out. Something else that helped me out this week, especially on those big sunny days, are good glasses. And these are Typhoons, the frames of Tropic Storm, the rose amber lens. 100% UV protection, so you need that on a good sunny day. Lightweight and very affordable. If you guys haven't seen them yet, check them out. Typhoons, very good glasses.